We are bringing you team coverage this afternoon on Irma. Our crews are fanned out across the upstate, taking a look at the damage left behind and the cleanup ahead. Fox Carolina's Jennifer Phillips is live in Greenwood County, just one of many areas where crews are working really hard to restore power after thousands were left in the dark. But first, let's head out live to Kayla Conboy in Greenville. So, Kayla, we understand one person had to be rushed to the hospital after a tree fell on a car as it drove down the road. Diana Watson and Cody Alcorn here bringing you coverage this afternoon from the Civic Center to the burial. There will be a procession that goes from Anderson all the way to Greenwood as Deputy Hodges is being remembered. Just 30 years old, killed last week during a boat training exercise on Lake Hartwell. He had recently been named to the Marine team there, the Marine Patrol, as part of the Anderson County Sheriff's Office. And, you know, we've seen law enforcement, how they pull together in a time of grief and mourning and support of each other. And during this time, so Anderson County deputies can be there to mourn their brother in blue. Deputies from Greenville, Oconee, and Pickens counties are answering calls, any emergency calls that might come up during the time this service is being held. You can see right here in the distance, you see a man with his hand over his heart in honor of Deputy Hodges. So many coming out across the Anderson community just wanting to take a moment to pay their respects, and the community is very much encouraged along the route, especially following the funeral service. There will be a lengthy procession that goes on for 39 miles that will take the casket of Deputy Hodges from Anderson all the way to Greenwood. It'll make its way through Belton, through Honeypath, and people are encouraged along that route to come out and to show their support and their respect for this man and for his entire department, and really someone who gave his life to law enforcement. His mom even said from the time, you know, he was a little boy, he dreamed of being a police officer. Darkness is coming on. It is an eerie feeling, you know, in the middle of the day, to go from this really hot sunny day to just gradually getting to the point of darkness coming on, and you can feel it getting cooler outside. The crowd, everybody's kind of talking and looking up and putting these glasses on. It is something to experience. It's awesome to be able to bring this to all of you and to share in this moment. Whether you're at home, whether you're in Clemson right now, Greenville, Anderson, Spartanburg, wherever you are across our area, North Georgia and North Carolina, we have some of the best viewing in the country. And we're experiencing all of this today together. The crowd here, you know, a lot of emotion here, people cheering and excited. We're following two breaking stories tonight. The first off White Horse Road in Greenville. This is a live look. A man and a woman are dead, and that major road is still closed as SLED investigates a deputy-involved shooting. And the latest on the investigation as officers work to piece together a series of events that left 2 women and 2 children dead. But first, severe weather moving through our area tonight. Maybe you've had it at your house. Look at this. A severe thunderstorm warning just expired at the top of the hour for Greenville and Spartanburg counties. But wow, the lightning that came through, it was striking again and again, kind of slowed that down so you could really get a look at it there in the Duncan area. Fox Carolina photographer Mark Warren caught this less than an hour ago. Now, we are tracking this system very carefully. It really just popped right up, and it's causing some problems across the area. Meteorologist Isaac Williams is here now with the latest. Isaac, I know you've been updating our viewers through Facebook and social media, foxcarolina.com all night. Those strong storms, I looked outside and wow, the rain, the wind, the lightning, the thunder, it was crazy out there.
Very intense storms, Diana.
We want to bring in Fox Carolina's Diana Watson now because you have been following this from the beginning. You've had a very close relationship with these families. What can you tell us about what they've said coming up to this hearing?
Yeah, Alexa, I mean, to go back 13 plus years to the date when Superbike Motorsports happened, that was November 6, 2003. I was here in the community covering that story at the time and have continued over the years. Just imagine the number of years that those victims' families have gone through looking for answers. And to get the realization, literally 13 years to the day that an arrest had been made in this case last November, it was something that was shocking for them. something that brought them some sense of relief and a hope for justice. I mean, it's changing a lot, but as winds pick back up in the next 24 hours, we could see widespread outages from things like toppled trees and power lines. And utility crews, well, they're getting ready right now. Fox Carolina's Brookley Cromer is live with that part of the story tonight. So, Brookley, what are they doing to be prepared? Check this out. A massive tree snapped, landing on a Greenville home. This is some video from East Washington Street, and we have dozens of reports of trees on homes and roads tonight across our area. And before coming here, Irma pounded Florida, starting in South Florida as a Category 4 hurricane, leaving wind and water damage behind across the Keys. Fox Carolina has team coverage of Irma here tonight. Fox Carolina's Brookley Cromer is live in Greenwood County, one of the hardest hit areas in the upstate tonight. And Fox Carolina's Kayla Conboy is live in Greenville County with a closer look at the issue with falling trees, snapping or collapsing in the high winds. But first, we want to get right over to meteorologists Kendra Kent and Isaac Williams for the latest track on Irma. And those high winds are still a big factor tonight. Cody, before you go, just wondering, I mean, I know you went over to Oatland Island. You're talking about Tybee being inaccessible, but in general, as you all drove around, how was it as far as getting from one place to another? Because I know we have a lot of evacuees in our area who might be wondering about returning back home. Right now, we want to go to Chief Meteorologist Kendra Kent with the very latest on Irma's path. And, you know, I know a lot of people overnight, Kendra, are concerned about these high winds out there and really want to know, when will they be moving out?
Well, definitely by around 6 in the morning.
Welcome back. Irma causing a mess across our area. The winds ripping through the upstate, bringing down dozens of trees like this. Take a look at this video of a massive tree down on East Cliff Way at West Cliff Way in Greenville. The road was blocked as crews worked to safely remove that tree, make sure everybody was okay. Also in Greenville, a frightening video here of a tree that fell on a power line, causing it to catch on fire. Look at that. It all happened on Ferris Circle Road. You can see the smoke coming off the tree, creating a pretty dangerous situation for emergency crews responding. And Charleston's historic Battery Wall slammed by Irma today. Look at this. We all know on a sunny day it's a popular spot for sightseers and joggers and walkers, but today this was a dangerous place to be. Some people couldn't help themselves and got really close to those huge waves, even going out and taking some pictures. And we want to give you a live look. This is very unusual at 10:30 at night. This is the Highway Patrol's real-time traffic information right now across Troop 3, which is Anderson, Greenville, Oconee, Pickens, and Spartanburg counties. We have 36 incidents. If you take a look along that left-hand side, the bulk of those are trees in roadway. Look at that. It's a lot of trees down and roads across our area. Most frequently, we're seeing it in Greenville County. So it shows just how dangerous it is out there on the roads, because other than that, there are a lot of collisions out there with injuries as well on that wet pavement. So definitely be careful and try to stay inside if you can. A lot of advice coming out from the Highway Patrol saying definitely avoid that. And if you see high water, turn around, don't drown. Well, of course, we've been tracking this storm for the past week or so, and we want to get right over to meteorologist Kendra Kent and Isaac Williams for the latest track on Irma tonight. And we're hoping that Irma will be churning its way out of here and will be a memory after tomorrow. And we've been standing by with those utility crews as well, ready to jump in and help those stuck in the dark. Fox Carolina's Jennifer Phillips has more from the Anderson Civic Center, where Duke Energy crews have been staging all day and all night. And I reached out to get the story behind it, meeting an incredible husband and wife who've opened their hearts and home to 4 children. A backyard trampoline.
Watch out, guys. I'm going to flip.
2 sisters and 2 brothers just being kids.
Mommy! Mommy!
You'd never know this has only been their home for 5 days. Meet the Davis family, 10-year-old Chaz, who likes building things, 7-year-old River, and 6-year-old Skylar, and 4-year-old Zane, who was giving his dad a checkup when we stopped by.
Squeeze it hard.
Parents Jennifer and Matt decided to adopt after years of trying to have children. They were open to siblings and recently found out they would be welcoming 4 kids from out of state.
We started in October and they're here in July. And so that's so crazy because most adoptions are a year and a half, 2 years. But that's the beauty of sibling adoption and being able to keep this, like these sets of siblings together. that process can happen a little bit faster.
So that meant getting their rooms ready fast with lots of help from loved ones.
I've never been on the news before.
River's definitely the talker of the group, speaking about their new family.
I've never been to Greenville, South Carolina before, and this is my new family life here, so I'm so excited. I just want to stay here even when I grow up.
And one room over, there's Zane's race car bed and Chaz's with a Star Wars theme. He's so grateful to be here after the group spent years in foster care.
Very excited.
Why were you so excited, sweetie?
Because a day I knew I was living with them forever. I'm glad that God gave me this family and provided them this.
Already, a bond being built a few days after the family came together for the first time.
When they came running off the plane, obviously, it doesn't get much better than that when they come running up to you and hug your neck, and you got 4 little ones, screaming and climbing on you. Yeah, so it was amazing.
And it's only the beginning.
Now it's family. That's the best thing.
I mean, amazing people. The Davises are so thankful for all of the help they've received to get ready for the arrival of the kids. Friends, family, fellow church members showed up doing everything from putting a new HVAC system in their home to redoing bathrooms, adding lighting, setting up bedrooms, creating a playroom. Even neighbors gave the trampoline the kids were on today. Others have donated everything from meals to gift cards to toys to get them all set up for their new family, and we do wish them well.